Water gang. Water gang. Hard pause. Welcome to the shit. Turned it down the wrong band. I did a rookie mistake. Welcome to the Hard Pause Podcast. This is Julian Black with Quarter Water TV coming in for another episode. This is episode 81. And for some reason, it looks like I lost my access to Kick. This will probably be our last Kick stream until I decide to go back to that premium joint. But hey, guys, thank you. And I do not know why I still got that secondary camera up. That was dumb. That was dumb. But yeah. Welcome. Here, let me turn this down a little bit. We could listen to Sean blowing in the background. There's been a lot of weird shit in the news feed lately that we could possibly address. The Bernie, what's that dude? The Epstein boy. Everybody's been all over the Epstein joint, but then some people are saying that the Epstein situation is distracting us from more devious and nefarious things going on in the background. We worried about Epstein, and I was like, yeah, what? They should have released the joint. They still could protect the innocent, the victims, you know.
Yeah, you know why they ain't releasing that shit. Everybody on that shit.
Too many big wigs on there. And
yeah, I think all of the big wigs is on both sides. I think everybody up there.
If you was somebody, for some reason, that mug was the what was his name again? Epstein. He was
Google that nigga name, man, because we can't just
Epstein.
Even though we should be disrespecting Epstein.
What's his first name?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Goffrey. Well, Mr. Epstein, he was.
It's Jeffrey, not Godfrey. Jeffrey.
I know that Goffrey is what like
the comedian.
Like it's spelled, the original Jeff is spelled Geoef, like that.
Nah, his shit is spelled with a J.
Yeah, I know, but that's a derivative of the original Geof.
Geof. Yeah, you don't even see people with that Jeffrey no more. Like,
nah, only if they're from like Eastern Europe descent, their families. But a lot of them, they changed their name to be something more American and manageable. Shit, that mug, what was his name originally? What's his Oh no, he was born Jeffrey Edward Epstein. It's regular.
No, he probably was born here.
Yeah. Well, where was I going with it?
This is my opinion on them Epstein shits, right? They trying to convince niggas that the Epstein files was fake and all that. It's not gonna work. That shit's not gonna work.
Trump
keeps the old it's a distraction tactic. That shit ain't gonna work either. Them shits ain't work because niggas could think about several different problems at once. We don't gotta just keep our eye on one thing. We could look at all the problems and identify all of the problems. That's one of them. Put them Epstein files out.
Well,
they are some other shit with all the names retracted on it. Remember that?
Yeah. He already ordered the young lady in charge of DOJ to release all the grand jury testimony, which will release a lot of shit. So, and they're all with one of their big.
They're not gonna never release that shit, man. We gonna
he waived it. He waived it, so they got a short period of time where they got to release it. It might take a little longer because they got to redact a bunch of the victims.
Gonna redact everybody out of it like they did last time, and we already seen this already. Why is they playing with this shit? I don't get it. Like, we know what they gonna do. Like, everybody named, all the names gonna be redacted out of it. That's how that shit is gonna go. Like, they did the same shit already.
Yeah, here's the thing too. Redacting some of the names, especially for people that weren't charged with nothing, that they can't say didn't diddle. Well, actually, no. If they got fan camera footage, the people that's going there, because they went to the island, don't make them guilty of diddling.
Man,
you know
why put everybody's name out there? Because everybody trying to act like they ain't know that nigga now. Put even the people that just went there. If you went there and you implicated in it too.
Salute. You know well, Trump had went there, but that shit been out that he went there. And if there was anything inflammatory, the Dems would have paraded that shit in front.
I salute Chris K. I salute.
Salute, senor.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, man. I know what time it is, man. One thing when them people get their hands caught in the cookie jar, you know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never gonna tell on themselves. Like,
I said, well, we will see. You know,
put the Hugh Hefner files out because I know y'all got a file on him.
oh yeah, but he wasn't ever charged with nothing. There's no legal
Yeah,
reason
but
to do
that don't mean shit. Somebody got them tapes that he was holding on to while he didn't get charged with nothing. Somebody got them.
But still, you can't force a mug to release that shit. That
Oh,
still would be
you can't.
unconstitutional.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And plus, now, if they have allegations of wrongdoing in an investigation, it can be taken with a warrant.
I think the old hoes was different back then. They used to keep their
It was
mouth
lawyer.
shut. Now like the new hoes just be telling everything. So now you can't all that filthy nasty shit y'all celebrities used to do. You can't do it no more. So
Or at least do it with have them sign a what do you
that
call
don't
it?
even work no more. They still telling with the NDA too. They still telling.
You'll have them sign an NDA, but also tell them that they're going to be recording and it's for content that you could release and you're not going to release. So make sure everybody you having a cheek clap session with knows that this is being recorded, and even record them signing it, record the explanation. So when they try to come out later, I signed it under duress. Bitch, you was sipping on cognac. You was
Nigga, Bill Cosby was in a courtroom with judges and lawyers and all kind of niggas in there, settled out of court with people in there, and somehow still got railroaded with the contracts involved. It still went to jail.
Oh, that's one of the reasons why he got off too. They
Yeah,
violated his
but he was in jail though. What happened? So,
Yeah.
so you just let him out, and then with nothing, they ain't apologize, nothing. They ain't give him no money. That's what I'm saying. So he still went to jail.
This is
and
true.
They told him we gonna let you out, and when we let you out, you better not say nothing, or you going right back in there. And I guarantee you, because he ain't say nothing. He just came home and went about his business. Yeah, he just happy because he knew what time it was. Like, I was running my mouth and they put me in jail.
He's an old man too. You don't know how many more years he got left on this planet. He can't be wasting his golden years locked up. You know, he ain't a threat to no vagina no more.
Hell no, that nigga barely could see. That nigga Chris said, I just came from trolling a paranormal channel that was like by making them say my wiener dumb law. Yeah, I rock with the paranormal channel. Salute to all the paranormal channels out there. I be watching that type shit.
Maybe we need to do an episode where we investigate some sort of paranormal content eventually.
Yeah, I go watch that type of shit. I wouldn't play with it in real life, but I watch it on video all day long.
Now Zen, he's the tinfoil hat wearing, conspiracy theorist, paranormal guru. Speaking of him, he might be coming through. He asked me, but I hadn't talked to him in a while. But I sent him the link. So if he makes it, he makes it. I told him anytime you're ready, just pop through. We'll roll you up. Yeah, I should have let you check to see if you could still pull yourself up.
I don't think I could.
Yeah. Man, I might have to wind up either that or we're gonna be switching from StreamYards to another spot that's a little more flexible and allows the multi-stream without that high price tag. Ain't no reason for it to be that high. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
If you
making a bunch of money off, it's a tax write-off too.
That's what I was saying. I said it could be a nice juicy tax write-off. So maybe after we work it out and I'm doing this a little more on a regular full-time basis, I'll re-implement something that, just for tax purposes. Because I still got the inventory. I might try to put that shit on the tax this year to see if I can. But I probably would have to do that see first.
Yeah, you probably got to start an LLC and all that shit to do that shit. But it's possible, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's been a bunch of shit on the news, but most of the shit is basically the same old immigration tactics, trying to get people worked up about the illegals getting sent back home, which is crazy. You want me to feel bad about somebody getting sent to their house? I don't get it.
Now here's the deal: they're going an extra mile. Now you got Republicans champion trying to push them into a pseudo amnesty situation and the base that have got them in there, they're not trying to hear it. Now, some of the ones that are working long term and actually in the farm field and shit like that, I could see them opening up the expanding already existing work visa program where the companies will have to sponsor. The only thing is the companies will be forced to pay them a more fair wage. Right now, they're probably paying them crumbs because they're undocumented.
Yeah,
So if
this the
they go
thing
into
though. This my issue with that, right? You let people over here, right? And you let them work under the table to lock a specific group of other people out of certain jobs. And now you want me to keep? I'm not keep my hold you do your thing, nigga. I'm minding my business on all that shit. Cause when you really get down to the gist of shit, all that cheap labor is undermining black people
well, you know what?
here in America.
Someone pointed this out too. When they killed the factory workers here in the United States, how they did was they allowed free trade from them to bring their stuff here, but
Mm-hmm.
then they charge us tariffs.
Yeah.
So we can't send stuff there.
Right.
So in essence, what they did was they overly inflated the cheapness of the product from foreign entities when it could have been if the American and they ran a lot of the American factory workers and businesses out of debt, and it forced a lot of them to send to work overseas. So
yeah, but I'm saying, even that make it even worse. So now you send the factories over there, and now the shit that we do got here, you let people from other countries come undermine us some more. Like no, like y'all hold your own nuts. Y'all do your own thing. If y'all can make it happen, make it happen. I'm minding my business. That's how that shit is. Like y'all back, just get busy in your own country. It's factories over there. Where them factories go that we
you're
sent
flooding,
overseas?
flooding the work market. It hurts not only poor blacks and stuff. It definitely hurts them poor Caucasian folks that live out there that want to work in them chicken factories and
Right.
stuff like that. They're screwing them out of jobs. So
You're
when
you're undermining people's jobs and then
working class,
acting like we supposed to fight for them to take other people's jobs. No, nigga, no. I don't, yo, son. I don't even feel bad for real because they not killing y'all. Y'all running around here acting like they doing shit to y'all. They ain't. Man, has anybody died?
with this, not yet. If they keep
Nigga, I don't want to hear none of this shit. These niggas crying and ain't nobody died.
if they keep attacking armed law enforcement officials, it's going to happen eventually.
Yeah,
Or
bro, but if we was out there, people would have been dying already. Like, so
yeah.
nobody died. Y'all crying already, man. Look, man.
But what it is they need something to cry about, and this is one of the things. There's been you heard of you the one that showed me what's that shit they call it called black where they're tired of black people. What's that shit called?
Black fatigue.
Black fatigue. We get in Trump is devil fatigue. They scream and holler every time the dude makes a move, and then it winds up being very underwhelming once everything unfolds.
This where I'm at though, right? I'm gonna show you how tricky I am with it. Trump is a devil, cool, but so is the other side. I'm not arguing with two devils fighting each other. Get busy. Get busy. You want me to get busy? I don't know. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not support. Only thing that I'm kind of glad Trump got in office is to get some of these people out of here. That's my only. That was my only shit. All that other shit, I'm not tripping.
It's a huge lift too. So
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of them, and then they gave them an incentive to self deport, and then I think some of them are taking advantage of it.
Bro, you know what I need to say this on camera. You know what I figured out when I took that trip to where you at?
Mm-hmm.
When you go out to eat, y'all they didn't throw them on top of y'all how they did us.
No. Well, there are sides of town where they did. It's on the other side.
Yeah, but it's not bro, when you come up here, you're gonna see what it's not one side of town, they everywhere.
Yeah. Now, when I first moved here, all of my neighbors, all in my general vicinity were all Caucasian, but the house was empty. Now they're all Latino. I think they're legitimate Latinos. They got papers and shit.
But I'm saying even when y'all go in y'all restaurants, they ain't all in the restaurants. They not. It's a lot of black people down there where you at.
Yeah, more than you thought.
Way more than I thought. Now look what I figured out from that. I was like, damn, they ain't throwing my top of these niggas here. Then it's this spot on the highway we stopped at called the Shake Shack. It's like a burger spot on the highway. So we went there, so we liked it. Then we found out there's one up here. It's in Westport.
Okay.
We go to the spot, go in the spot, and it's all niggas in the kitchen
Out here or in
in
West?
in Westport.
Oh, they migrated to
It
Westport.
was no, it's not. They don't live there. But what I figured out was this: you throw all them people on top of us, but y'all don't want them on top of y'all. Y'all want us. When you go even in the WalMarts in the white neighborhoods, there's black people working in them. You don't see all them people in them WalMarts and white neighborhoods. Go look around if you think I'm capping. There's black
I
people
believe
working in them shits. Even in they restaurants, like our restaurants, it's nothing but Latinos in the kitchen and shit like that. But when you go to the white neighborhood, there's black people in the kitchen. The irony of that shit. The irony. That's why you got some of them saying, "Oh, it's not that bad. They're not, yeah, because y'all they not on top of
they're not
y'all. They on top,
experiencing
yeah. They throwing them on top of black people in black neighborhoods and
it. So
pushing niggas in the middle of nowhere."
let me get to it. He said, Chris's joke. He said, I invited a girl over to my motel room and saw my snacks and cans stacked up and said, this room looks like a cell. And my response was, toot that ass, baby girl. She knew what time it was.
Oh, this nigga crazy.
Tired of streaming to zero? Change that. Buy fake followers and buy fake viewers. Just a bot on Kick.
Spam.
Yeah.
Bot. Kick is the homeland of bots.
Twitch was like that too. They did a purge. Twitch, we used to always get that one. But buy followers, or you want to be an affiliate? Man, you got to stream to be an affiliate. Followers is the first step.
I ain't got no smile. I've been seeing a lot of videos. They've been going crazy on TikTok about foundational Black Americans not sticking up for all these other people though. People have been mad as shit. They're mad that we separating from everybody else. They mad as shit.
It ain't we ain't really we just minding our business.
We is separating ourselves from other motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you why we separate. This is the problem that people just keep want to skip over the fact. When you do something bad, we're all black. And then as soon as you get something good, you start getting real specific. So all we saying is all the time be specific. So when you commit a crime out here, don't be like a black man, say such and such man. Be specific of what country that nigga from. Cause that's the shit we on right now. Like the news I've been seeing it, they've been kind of being specific too a lot now too.
Well, I have noticed this too, is that we had I've been seeing a lot of black content creators breaking out videos and reacting to Hispanics talking trash about the country, saying this is a trash country. We only come here to make money. We send all our money home and all this other stuff. That was like, so, but you couldn't do that there. So you shouldn't really trash the place that gave you opportunities. Keep your mouth shut and grind. If that's what you're going to do it. But you can't go bold talking shit like that. That's just
them people are doing shit the wrong way. That's why nobody ain't really tripping on what's happening to them. You notice only time you see that shit is on the news. You don't hear people in the street talking about the migrants is you. That's all these same people that was voting for Kamala on TV saying the same shit. That's all of them saying. All the migrants they going crazy. Them protests ain't doing shit.
So
are they still protesting?
Some places, yeah. You go to Jamaica restaurant and there's a Jamaican guy that goes, "Why y'all want?" The internet went nuts on the CEO HR lady getting caught. Oh, what was this deal with that?
I don't know. What's that?
Oh, you're gonna have to elaborate on that, Chris.
Because I never heard about that, but people have been getting that work. I've been seeing that. I don't know why everybody mad because we all different. A Jamaican is a Jamaican, a Nigerian is a Nigerian. Shit, I seen some shit where where in Ghana, a dude from Ghana was talking about the Nigerians. They want to kick the Nigerians out of Ghana because the Nigerians is over there acting like they better than the Ghanaians.
Yo, that's crazy.
So how the fuck we supposed to get along with all these people? And nigga, all these people don't look at each other like they black. They all look at each other like different people. Then it goes from different countries. Then it goes to the tribes. Then they start getting into that shit. So they all don't feel like they the same people. We the only ones running around here talking this one global nigga shit. Like that shit, them days is over. We figured out the trick. So now we ain't going for it no more. We different. Y'all Africans like when we called ourselves African Americans, so they could say they the real Africans. All right, so now we ain't African no more. Now y'all still
We just
bitches.
American.
Yeah.
They
Now
was
y'all still
flipping out
bitches.
when Raven Simone said that, but if you sat down and listened to her explain why, she actually had a valid point. She said,
That's
"No,
why a lot of people went back and brought that video back up and said, "Oh, she was right to begin
yeah,
with." For real, because we was all on that Pan African. You know who did it? I'm telling you, know who did it? I'm telling you, niggas don't understand. The nigga that really opened people's eyes was Barack Tether Obama. Cause every people voted for you 2 terms and you didn't do shit, nigga, for the black community, nigga. You did everything for that LGBTQ though. Like you ain't do shit for no black community, nigga.
yo, I found this lady a video. It was a Barack going over. I forgot what African nation, and he tried to speak on behalf of the LGBTQ, and the freaking leader laughed in his face. We don't have that over, we don't.
Exactly.
No.
They not even having that goofy ass shit over there. Like, get out of it. And if you gay, knock yourself out your business, but just stop pushing it on everybody else. That's all. And y'all not oppressed, so stop that. Y'all not getting locked out of jobs. Ain't nobody doing nothing to y'all. This is not the 90s and the 80s. Like, ain't nobody putting their hands on y'all.
Most of the people I know that are part of the LGBTQ plus, they're not doing this weird shit we see.
The radical ones.
Yeah.
It's the radical ones.
Folks I know, they're just trying to live their lives, take care of their families, live comfortable. They want to be left the fuck alone.
Facts.
They don't want any nonsense, any extra noise. And they're usually very successful, common sense people. They're chill.
Mm-hmm.
At least the ones I know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then they got them radical one that probably depend on where you live at too, because I heard California is a fucking mess.
He said, I'm telling you, living in the modern day movie of Do the Right Thing. He said, we're living in the modern day movie of Do the Right Thing. Everybody don't like somebody. Yeah, and no matter what you do, you can't please everyone. Like even on this internet shit, I know I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna have a group of people attacking me and pissed off.
I don't even care. I'm
looking forward to it. I want to know it. And honestly, here's the problem they're gonna have with me. If they say some crazy shit that I don't feel like addressing, I'm just not gonna. It's gonna be very underwhelming for them.
Yeah. I don't even mind if we're gonna do content and you want to keep giving me content. We could go back and forth for months. For if you want to, I'm that kind of nigga. I ain't got nothing but time if you don't like what I'm saying. Because one thing with me, I'm either gonna say it's an opinion, but something that I say is I don't want to hear shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact that if you let 20 million illegals and then throw them in the urban neighborhood, it's going to affect Black Americans more than it's going to affect everybody else. That's a fact because we already got everybody else eating off us. As soon as these people come here, they get businesses in our neighborhoods. Like everybody's eating off of us. Like, so I don't want to hear none of that shit. Can't nobody tell me shit. And we've been fighting for all these other groups just for them to come here and tell us we lazy after they lock us out of industries. This is the shit that I don't like. You lock us out of industries by letting these illegals come over here and paying them less. They live in 10 people in a house so they could do that. You feel what I'm saying?
Stack bread and chase a bag.
Exactly. They pay $300 a piece with 8 of them living in a house. They can pay their rent. Now you doing that while you undermining Black people. Like I'm not, and then want us to fight for that shit. Get out of here with that shit. And then make us build in some hick town somewhere in the middle. They keep doing that. Or let us go to a town that Whitey done fled after they done took all the resources. That's how we got to Bridgeport. And every other town.
I heard on the East End and in that area was a big Italian area for a while. Like
Bridgeport, the whole Bridgeport was full of rich people.
Oh wow, I could see that.
The whole town. Them 3 family houses that you see in Bridgeport,
you froze for me.
Bridgeport was a rich city. It wasn't no broke city. And then you figured all the manufacturing, we had all the factories. We had GE, we had the Remington Arms, we had Sikorsky, we had a bunch of factories.
Yo, my homegirl, she worked with me, and when she rest in peace, it's Quest mom, Kathy. Kathy was telling me there was a period of time in the 70s and 80s, if you worked at a factory and they pissed you off, you go, I quit, and then walk across the street, get a job immediately in another spot.
This what I'm trying to tell you.
Seems
But
like
then certain factories you didn't want to leave. Like say like in the 50s and the 60s, if you could get in GE and shit like that at Remington Arms, you getting paid good. The Remington Arm factory was giving niggas houses.
Damn. Now you know that factory I worked with, Valley Containers, that big factory used to be a Remington factory at one point.
I figured that. So look at that whole neighborhood was basically because that whole building on Seaview from Boston Avenue all the way to Seaview. I mean, Barnum was on the Remington Arm. Matter of fact, all the way to Bunnell Street, I think, was Remington Arm.
See, quarter water fucking facts. 100 should be getting me mad, pissed, getting me mad as fuck. But yeah, there was a bunch of shit like did you know the original factory, and I read this somewhere when I was younger, the original factory that produced a good chunk of the Tommy guns was in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yeah.
The Tommy guns.
At the Remington, I think. I think it was at that Remington.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Shit, and nigga Subway came from Bridgeport. This first Subway is still there. The one on Main Street.
The dude borrowed $3,000 to start a sandwich shop on the University of Bridgeport. I remember, and then that dude died a billionaire.
Yeah, the first Subway is still on Main Street. Nigga, the Ice-T partner in Law and Order SVU, that white dude that's in Scarface, dude, he went to school with my grandmother. He went to Central. My grandmother.
Let me make sure. Okay, the Thompson submachine gun. I was making sure I wasn't lying. Firearms. Where is it at? This AI be on point.
Yeah, it'd be quick too. The Indian motel manager doesn't know English good at all, but he run the motel, acts like he. That's facts too. I'd be like, how they be getting the hotels they just got here?
Well, you know, we be paying for some of them too. We was paying for a lot of hotels, and then they were giving them Medicaid, and that's what like here's one of the things they keep. I was talking to a friend. She was saying like Trump said he wasn't going to mess with the Medicaid, and he's messing with the Medicaid. They're kicking people off. I said, able-bodied young people who can afford to get a job and get insurance through that. Medicaid is made for retirees, developmentally delayed people, and handicapped people to get Medicaid, not just a regular person that could easily get a job. If you get a job with Amazon and you stay consistently employed, they give you insurance. You get a job with a job. Yeah, you got to get a job that provides insurance. And if you don't, you got to have a reason for that. I said, he never promised to save his Medicaid for you. He promised he wasn't going to touch it for the elderly and the disabled.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Just get it for the elderly. That's who really need that shit for real.
But then most of this person I was talking to was damn sure anti-Trump. I said, well, you didn't vote for him anyway.
Right.
We were talking about the immigration stuff. And I was telling her the situation because I figured to make her happy. The MAGA's a little annoyed with them pushing for that pseudo amnesty to give a break to illegals. They want them all gone. It's like, I don't believe nothing he gonna say. I said, what do you mean? I don't believe nothing he gonna say. He said he wasn't gonna touch Medicaid. I said, he never said that though. He wasn't, not for able-bodied people. Yeah, if you able-bodied, you can get it. He didn't say that.
Yeah. These people, it's just people just mad. See, this is the thing. This what these people, them liberal people, need to be worried about. It's not this term. This next term gonna be a motherfucker. Y'all gonna lose again.
Yo, this
gonna lose again.
I
don't have nobody to run. Yeah.
Well, they might have some people in the wings. They just need to give competent people a chance. Democrats have a problem with dismantling people would rally behind. They got rid of Tulsi.
They really don't got but nah, ain't nobody. That was back then. I'm talking about all the people they had went Republican. They went to this version of the Democrats. They too freaky. So as soon as they get in, they gonna start. The first thing I'm telling you was where they gonna go wrong at. Whoever they get to run, the first thing that they gonna talk about is immigration and LGBT, and people are sick of that shit. I'm telling you, they are. On the ground, we are sick of that shit. We don't care. Get all them people, get the illegals out of here. We ain't talking about all immigrants, and stop conflating immigrants with illegal immigrants because y'all try to mash them all together and they not the same. We talking about the illegals. Get the
Yeah,
illegals the fuck out of here.
And part of the problem is even with the AI, with Alexa and all of them, they have them fucking it up now. First, when I asked them a question, they would say migrants, and they would say people misuse the term immigrant as a broad term for migrants, but the correct term is a legal permanent resident. Da 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 da. She stopped saying that. She said, when she goes, well, it's always been used that way. Immigrants has been a broad term. And I was like, that's not what you said last week, bitch. And she's like, it's always been that way. I said, okay, what's the definition of an immigrant according to the INA, Immigration and Nationality Act, which is America's law for immigration? An immigrant is a legal permanent resident. I was like, so stop playing. And you know who started that shit? It was the senators and congressmen on the Hill. They started calling everybody immigrants. And slowly but surely, administrations start directing them, even the immigration officials. Biden signed an executive order for we're in a legal capacity or work capacity. I could not use the terms illegal immigrant. I had to use non-citizen or migrant.
This is crazy as shit.
Which is crazy because my job was dictated by the law. But we have the presidential action saying the law don't mean shit. Nigga, dude.
Now I'm about to throw a monkey wrench in this shit. Now this is the trick bag. I'm finding out that a lot of Latinos, the ones that got here and some of the ones that been here, the illegals and some of the migrants that just got here, the legal, they was thinking that we could get that Black Americans could get deported too.
That's because they ignorant as fuck.
Did you know that?
I didn't know. They ignorant.
Go look that shit up. I'm like, huh? Yeah.
Okay.
So y'all thought. So that's why. So now this is the question. Hold up, bro. This is the question.
Mm-hmm.
So did y'all vote for Trump thinking he was gonna send us somewhere? Cause they was running around here talking about you next. Remember they were saying that shit?
No, I wasn't paying attention to them niggas. I didn't see.
Yeah, they was when they was protesting in California and all that shit. They was running around screaming at the black officers, talking about you next, calling them N-words and all this crazy shit, talking about your kids is next and all this goofy shit.
Not realizing the only reason
where we going.
The only reason you're able to have your anchor babies, which is considered a derogatory term, is because of them making birthright citizenship due to black people. You know what I'm saying? They had to give the freed African slaves who were stateless, they had to give them citizenship. And it wasn't supposed to go on forever.
I mean, I don't know how anchor baby is derogatory when y'all niggas be having babies over here and sending them back to your country just so they could be a nigga. What is that?
Well, here's the deal.
Literally an anchor baby.
If things go the way they're supposed to go, that's going to be done. The ones who got the citizenship now will be fine, but you need to at least have a baby with one U.S. citizen. One U.S. citizen and or a legal immigrant. You can't just be and here's the deal.
And that's what they was doing.
All kids worldwide who are born, they can be born a U.S. citizen and lose it. There's this thing called retention requirements. So if I use this scenario, let's say me and my brother decide we're going to run all over the world and cream pie bitches and make a bunch of babies, right? Our babies will be born citizens, but if they do not come here, they have retention requirements. They lose it. But we let two foreign nationals with no allegiance to our country generate something that has lifelong citizenship.
When they was doing that too. And this the crazy shit, because I was bumping into people and they'll be like you'll have conversations with people and they'll be like, I'm from such and such. I was born in America though. I was born here and then they took me as a baby and sent me back home and then I grew up there and then I came. Like what? I don't know. Like what the fuck kind of freaky shit is that? Like what?
Most developed nations don't allow that shit. What's the other situation? There's another situation I was going to mention. It'll come back to me. But yeah, most developed nations don't allow that. One of your parents have allegiance. So we got droves of U.S. citizens of Chinese descent that were born here and raised in China. So they're U.S. citizens that can run for president and have an allegiance to a foreign nation. Now, if you're a U.S. citizen born here and your parents have ties and they send you overseas, that's different. But these other kids, they should have never been able to. Oh, this is where I was going with it. The only people that don't have birthright citizenship on our soil, if you're here on a diplomatic mission because you have an allegiance to a foreign entity, right. But we let them not get citizenship. But we let everybody else get it. Like the previous king of Thailand had died. He was like 80, 90 years old. He was born in Boston. His parents were here on a diplomatic mission. He had no claims of U.S. citizenship.
Yeah, but that's the same like Kyrie Irving and them niggas. Like even Kobe, he was born in Italy. I think Kyrie was born in Germany, but his parents was like
he was born to U.S. citizen parents.
That's what I'm saying. But he
would have had his whole life. His two citizen parents, they get it. They keep it their whole life.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying like as far as the other countries though, Kyrie ain't over there talking about he German. Kobe wasn't talking about I'm an Italian nigga. I mean, he was saying he's American. He was just raised over there.
Now, if they wanted to go and they said they had ties, they were birthed there, they could apply, but they would have to naturalize and get it.
They would have to get it like exactly like an immigrant. Exactly. That's why. Now hold on. This is the thing. Now you got some people that bring up this when they be like, is Drake a foundational Black American? And I'm like, no, because Canadian. Drake, he was born in Canada, even though he has FBA lineage because his father's American.
Oh, but he was born and raised in Canada.
But he's Canadian. He had an ethnogenesis. He's not like he's not American. Yeah. He's a Canadian. He has lineage here though, just like I might got lineage in Cameroon, nigga, but I ain't no African. What the fuck? Like,
no, but as a youth, does he maintain dual citizenship? Like, did they raise him over here?
No, he was raised in Canada with his Jewish mother. That's why he was over there in blackface. That's why he do weird shit. That's why he think about it. Do he carry himself like an American? No, he carries himself like a Canadian. Like he's a Canadian. Okay.
I have to stand corrected on a Tommy gun. Cleveland, Ohio was the primary development. I don't see anything about the American factory, but I did read somewhere that there was a Bridgeport, Connecticut factory, or it might have been just the Connecticut factory that produced the Tommy gun. So I stand corrected. Yeah. But yeah. I didn't know. Correct. But I have a friend of mine whose dad is a U.S. citizen, right? Mm-hmm. Her mom is Canadian. She was born in Canada, raised in Canada. She lives here in the United States. She has a green card. So she was born a citizen, but didn't come enough time to retain citizenship. So she had to apply for a green card.
You know why? Because white people understand what an ethnogenesis is. When you be on a certain land for a certain amount of time, you become a certain different. Your culture is different. Your nationality is you different. So you can't just be all frolicking around the world and still saying you. It don't make no sense. Just how Jamaicans, everybody was in Africa at one time, then all these tribes started spreading out and people became different nationalities. That's what it is. Like, when you grow up on different lands and you be on different lands, especially when you're there for centuries, you ain't gonna be the same. The culture is different.
Now, here's another thing that I can explain to people too about how with this migration, how they broke the asylum system. Like traditionally with asylum, when you claim asylum, you need to claim it in the first country you leave or the first safe country you leave. If the country next to you at war, you need to go to the next one. But it doesn't matter if it's a premium spot, you like it there, it's not a great, you claim it there. And while you're there, you go to the embassy of the country of your choice and you can apply to go there as a refugee. You don't let people hop, skip, and jump all over the world and pick America and go, asylum. None of those people would have been eligible for asylum, and they let in people who already had lifetime bars due to committing felonies here already. They let them in. So the problem is that when you allow that, people did it. You don't allow it. Now you notice it's slowed down. The asylum system's not broken because it takes years. Yo, what's up, Miss Bunny? Thank you for the like on Facebook. Shout out. And here's the deal. I have relatives. I'm not going to specifically design who they were. They fled a country, and they went to the first safe country they were in. They had a kid there. They applied to come to America. It took them 3 years. On average, to come to America as a asylee, it will take you years. You just don't, it's not overnight. They're letting them bounce around and get here asylum, that they abuse the system.
Yeah.
There's times people have bounced through America to Canada. Within 24 hours, they turn their ass back around here. Why didn't you claim it in the United States? Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Exact nigga in Mexico, they're deporting Americans in Mexico right now as we speak. I don't know what I don't
Oh,
get
we've
what this
always been
is.
getting deported out of there, though.
That's
It's
what I'm
happening.
saying. So I don't understand this goofy talk. Now this is the thing, right? Like I said, this is my theory and my theory only. I feel like Joe Biden and whoever else was on that side that was a part of that plan of letting all these people in this country did that specifically to undermine Black America. But y'all literally throwing them on top of us. Like, I don't understand that shit. Take a drive around this country, they literally threw them on top of Black Americans. And then want us to fight for them to get here and take shit for that shit don't even make no sense. And then you got these same people that just got here 10 minutes ago talking about no more money for you, like we was getting money. Who the fuck we was getting money from?
Yeah, they don't understand that, black folks wasn't just getting it dry. And then you got your folks that take advantage generationally of the public assistance program, but it ain't just black folks. There's a lot of Caucasian folks, a lot of Latino folks. They have generational, what do you call it? Generationally, how do I put this and not be offensive?
People just been working the system for generations.
Generational freeloading. They
Yeah.
don't want to work. They want to collect, and then it sucks for you people that want to work because you're dumb. Because they can live and still have a house and get Section 8, and you just working your ass off slaving. They get up at about noon, or they might get up to kick the kids out, or they have the oldest kids raise the kids. Mama gets up about noon, and Pops, he's busy running around trying to find jobs. Like I've lived near people where nobody in that house worked.
Yeah, man, I've seen it too. But
Yeah.
this the trick bag though. When you got a couple people living like that, they throw it on all black people. You can't name not one specific thing that has been given to Black Americans and Black Americans only. Every time they do something for us, they start throwing everybody in the pot, and then
There's
we
this
get left,
minority pool,
and then we start getting right, and then we get left with the crumbs. Because all these set aside programs, these programs that's supposed to be helping people get business loans, do you know anybody that got a business loan? Do you know
Nope.
anybody that has got a scholarship from the United Negro College Fund?
Never. And I've been searching for decades, and I can't find
Exactly.
Put this
Do
out.
you know anybody? Do you know a nigga that got helped by the NAACP?
No, not at all. So here, I'm going to put this out in the universe. If you're watching this podcast, no matter where you are, please hit me up on julianblack@gmail.com. That's BLAQ, not BLSEK. It's julianblaq@gmail.com, and entitle it, I Know Someone that got a scholarship from the United Negro College Fund. I haven't been able to find one person. I'm 51 years old, and I started asking this question when I was 19.
I don't know now. I don't know now because now. So now, what does that tell you? I bet you if you start going in these immigrant circles and start asking Indians, start asking Africans, and start asking Asians, I bet you they the ones getting it. I put money on it. They the ones getting it.
Skin folk, not kin folk. Repping the benefits.
All that minority shit. Like, yeah, get out of here. Like, black people don't never get shit. All this, but this the thing. They make us the fakers. They make us the face of stuff, and then people from other places think we getting everything. That's the crazy part. Like,
I did hear that from some African folks that they thought that Black Americans were born with a spoon in their mouth and were given everything, and then we just couldn't shine from it. And I told them, I said, that's not the case. A lot of people, it's a mindset, but I know a lot of black people that work their way out of poverty and is doing okay and doing good for themselves. I know a lot of those. Do I know some people?
I have a rebuttal for that. That's just African. That's some tether shit. That's automatic tether shit. Let me show you why. Because which one is it? You come over here calling us slaves and shit. All your descendants of slaves. Which one were we slaves or was we given everything? You can't be both.
Those motherfuckers, I heard that they said we came on planes, they came in chains.
Right, and then you gotta think. You gotta think. Right, you gotta think. If we got a silver spoon in our mouth, if we was born with a spoon in our mouth, how come when y'all get over here, y'all people tell them stay away from the American niggas because you don't want to get treated like us? So with Spoon, that shit is cap. They just be saying that they use that as an excuse for them to try to for that shit they be talking. That's all that is.
They,
That's
they
cap
keep
though. They know
quiet,
better. They know
believe.
we ain't born with no spoon in our mouth. They know that.
Ask, they don't say shit but smile, and I'm like, fuck you, fuck you too, motherfucker. But you know what it is, and here's the deal. I actually explained it to one of my boys. We were having a conversation. We had another situation. He was a gentleman that also is doesn't really believe in the whole reparation situation. And I told him, I said, well, the only explanation we have with most educated people is they try to keep it 100% locked into slavery. I said, if they did everything white by the black man after slavery, there wouldn't be a talk of owing reparations. They let those people die not compensated. They let their kids get screwed over for the next 180 years or 100 and so years. Then they let their kids, and in those kids, when they were children, they had the 1964 crime bill. And they told them, well, slavery was a long time ago, nigga, get over it. And I was like, here's the problem. They've already set a horrible world precedent. Horrible. Yep. Horrible. The issue is it was never addressed, and it's not going to go away, and you're going to have to pay some people that probably don't deserve it. There's some people that don't. Some people that don't.
There's no such thing. That's cap. I ain't running with
There's
that.
Gonna be somebody. Here's the people that
don't.
don't.
All right, who don't deserve it?
It's the people that weren't really on the lines of foundational black folks. There's going to be some people that caught the ass end of it that have never really had family that sacrificed, and they still want to fall in line.
How? What do you mean? How?
They're still falling in line.
How though? What do you mean how?
Any African who married a black bitch, their kids are eligible.
Yeah, hold on. They still got they still foundational because of their mother. But their mother's still a foundational. There ain't two Africans that been here 100 years. Hell no.
True, but
you have to look. This is the thing with the reparations, right? This is what we trying to get it to.
Okay.
That's why they're saying it's lineage based. You have to be tied to slavery in America. So if you tied to slavery in America, you get money. There is no who don't deserve it.
But in the end too, I think the only way to keep it pushing to shut a lot of people down is to not only lock it in slavery, but add it to the additional traumas and bullshit made to hold people down.
You get that? No.
You don't think that's right?
No, I'm gonna tell you why you just leave it as slavery. Because when you start doing that other shit, that's when they start tying it up with these other people. Oh, I've been oppressed. I came here. My parents been here. They was oppressed.
That's their battle, then. That's their battle.
No, but they're gonna try to say that's what I'm saying. So
and we really never gonna get paid then, because if they leave it locked in slavery, they're never gonna fucking rock it. They're gonna say,
you think they're gonna pay for everything else? They ain't gonna pay for nothing else. Then
they ain't gonna pay for nothing. No, they're not gonna.
We gonna get it.
Because here's the deal: if you here's how my logical mind works. If you don't tie it into extreme wrongdoing to a specific group of people, to the black folks, it can't just end with slavery, because that's what every person is saying. Slavery was a long time ago. It was in the 1800s. You've been free.
So was the Indians getting killed? So was the Holocaust.
The wrongdoing.
So was the Holocaust. The Holocaust was a long time ago.
They didn't take that long to start paying them. They paid them right.
Yeah, but that shit do not make a difference. That shit do not. That's white people argument. That shit do not. All that shit they talking about. They gonna say they didn't want to give us freedom neither. We just gotta stand on. You know where it started with. I'm gonna tell you why. It had to start with us separating from all these other groups, because what happens is when you don't, you get a nigga that's not from here saying we don't need nothing.
And people say, see, the niggas don't need anything.
And bro, we can't have that defeatist mindset and let them niggas get in our heads telling us we ain't gonna get it. We gonna get it. Or if that was the case, our ancestors shouldn't have fought for freedom then. Because I guarantee you they was telling them niggas, them crackers ain't gonna let y'all free. You think they was believing? So right, we gotta stand on business. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta fight until we can't. You know what I'm saying? Eventually they gonna have to give it to us.
Funny, he said. Chris brings up Arab. I had an Arab coworker fresh out off the boat, and he would say some off the wall racist shit to my African American coworkers, and before they kicked his ass, he got fired. I asked why. He said it's normal. It's normal.
Exactly.
In this country. But you know what's funny is that it's weird, because the Pan-African slave trade, the Arabs were peddling black flesh long before then. They were peddling black flesh, and they were in the head of the shit. And that's why everyone keeps convoluting the situation with Black America. Well, slavery, they're acting like blacks were the only one.
That's a white supremacist
Yeah,
spin.
but
Yeah, that's
here's
the
what
white supremacist spin. We ain't talking about the
it's
world. We
goofy.
talking about the
Dude,
no.
here's
This
I
hold
say
on.
it's
Let me show you how to dead all that shit. I'm gonna show you how to dead that
tell you
stupid
how I
ass
usually
argument.
did it. Go ahead,
Yeah,
let me see
I
you.
usually did it.
I said, if I punch you in your fucking face, are you concerned that the whole world gets their face punched, or do you want me to stop injuring you? Everybody else wrongdoing doesn't mean that certain people don't deserve to be recouped for loss. So that shit's an asinine, stupid argument.
I'll tell you even deeper, a deeper what's in it. When them the Arabs that was enslaving people, them countries don't even exist no more.
That is true.
So now let's get into some intellectual shit. The United States, the same country that enslaved our ancestors, is still the same government we pay our taxes to. This is the same government that owes us money. So when you start talking about slavery,
I've
all
used
these
that.
other places,
Yeah.
them governments don't exist no more. This government still exists and still thriving well.
Maybe
All
that's
for the backs of slavery. All these
maybe that's
companies
why they're trying to implode it and destroy it, so they erase their
yeah,
tax.
that's why you think they threw all. Bro? Why you think about this? Why is it so many black immigrants in government official jobs? Why?
Shit, the first and here is this is gonna sound really, really xenophobic, but I don't think so. The first two brown ones they allow at the upper echelon office are people that have zero connection to foundational blacks. The first
Exactly.
two brown ones and the vice president, President Obama has zero connection with. Everyone thinks he does and feels he does. He's a half Kenyan, half white boy, born in Hawaii,
Grew
raised
up
in
in
Indonesia, and then was brought over here for college.
Right.
So here's the deal. And then Kamala, Jamaican Indian.
Yep.
Born in California,
Oakland.
raised in Canada.
Exactly. In an Indian neighborhood in Canada. Let's be specific about it.
Two,
all Indian neighborhood in Canada. No black people, all Indian neighborhood. Go look that up.
And that's what I told people. That's what's weird. It's just a very weird, odd coincidence that this can't be really explained.
No,
and then
bro, have you ever noticed this? Have you ever noticed every time one of them government officials get on TV and say, like, I give you a prime example. Byron Donald, when he got on a Breakfast Club and said, "No, I'm against reparations." Nigga, you're Jamaican, nigga. Talking about he against it because his mother can't get it.
Yo, you know what's funny?
Yo, the tethers is crazy. Let me show you another tether. Candace Owens. Did you hear that shit Candace Owens said about Caribbeans? How she got a Caribbean bias?
Yeah, because she feels connected to them.
Get your tether ass the fuck. That's what we talking about with that tether shit. That's what we talking about. That's exactly what we talking about.
Like, you know what's funny? I had a conversation. He's going to be on the podcast eventually with Nene's man, and he's 100% a Colombian. He's black though. His father seems to be one of those Colombians derived from Aztec shit. His mother seems to be more of a Jamaican, not Jamaican, a black Colombian. But he's like, doesn't matter to here or there. He said, I'll talk about the conversation, but I don't have a place in it because I don't stand any bones in the game. And so I'm not Colombian. I'm Panamanian.
Right.
Yeah, he said I'm Panamanian, so it doesn't matter. I can tell you an opinion, but my opinion don't really matter. I'm not even involved. And
I respect when they say that. I respect that.
He's a highly intelligent dude, though. Like I've had so many conversations with him, and it is funny because he'll come up with certain takes that I don't agree with, especially when it comes to like law enforcement and use of force. But then I told him, your take isn't unusual. Most people who don't have themselves put into that situation, they have the same take as you, especially smart people. They just absorb shit a different way. But I said, but as we talk, you can put yourself in that position, and your opinion may change, but it may not change. But neither here nor there, we could still have those discussions.
Right.
I want to grab him, so I got to get a better chair. I got to get one like this because that dude is like 6'7" or some shit. So I can't have him sitting in that little ass chair.
Right, man. That's I just like nigga. See, that's the type of shit we want to hear, but this the problem. Too many, not him specific. I'm saying too many black immigrants or kids, children of immigrants, the first generation and second generation niggas that was born here, be talking too much, talking this we shit too much, and be talking about what we don't need, and they want to speak for Black Americans when you don't have the same experience as us. You ain't us, so that's foul. That's like a Japanese talking for a Chinese nigga.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we can have these conversations, and I'm cool with having them. The only conversation I absolutely hate to talk about all the time, especially with novice people who don't know, is that immigration shit, especially with me having 19 years of experience dealing with it.
As you should.
It just gets old, and I'm tired of repeating myself. And then even if I tell them something, I could tell them something that's 100% law, and they'll call me a racist or say I'm lying.
It's gaslighting. They just know you telling.
And I told them, I said, okay, well then look it up then.
It's gaslighting.
It's easy. It's at your fingertips. You have everything. Well,
they know what you telling them is the truth. They just don't want to believe it. That's all that is. Like whatever personal issue people got with Trump, they just gonna hate whatever. But they don't need to worry about Trump. Y'all need to worry about this next round, because I'm telling you, the Democrats are gonna lose again. They're gonna lose again. Nobody's really tripping. You think people really tripping out here about these people getting sent home? No,
not anyone that really matters, and not the bulk of the populace. They make it seem like the bulk of the populace. And my thing is
the same Kamala Harris people. It's the same people that voted for her that's out there mad.
One of my homegirls, I was talking to her, and she sends me a lot of articles, and I read them. I don't, if she's watching, I don't ignore your articles. But most of your articles are from biased entities, and most of them are shit that's factually wrong. A lot of them, if you really dig into them, the meat of them, some of them are good. Like they have a tether of truth. They have a bunch of truth. But a lot of the stuff that is opinionated, it doesn't 100% equal out. Like,
yeah, that's how they get people.
And it may, like, here's the deal. If the tariffs are going to drive up the cost of everything, it may do it. The previous cost drive up has already got us ass out. How the only way they're gonna fix the cost drive up of foods and shit, if it does happen, is just put more money in the American pocket and also do things to strengthen the dollar. That's the only thing they can do.
My issue with people bringing that shit up. Why y'all wasn't saying this when it started with Biden? The fuck is wrong with y'all?
Because it was
this
cool.
Nigga Trump was in office 5 months. Y'all are bugging.
They was complaining when he was in there 2 weeks.
But I'm just saying, you can't bring up the price cost of shit. This shit happened under Joe Biden. Like, what are y'all talking about? I don't understand this goofy talk. Like, goofy shit. Like,
here's what I did here. The border is under control, but the only reason it's under control is because of things Biden implemented before he left.
Oh, they said right before he left, man. That cat shit. That's the play they was trying to run. That's what Kamala was running on. It didn't work. We don't believe you. We don't. The average person out here don't believe you.
Here's the thing. They did do minuscule control efforts and pass a little thing, but the problem is what they were passing would have that bipartisan bill that they're claiming Trump sabotaged. It would have legalized illegal migration by thousands a day.
Yeah,
thousands of shit that's not covered in our law. It would have made it law.
Nigga, Joe Biden was literally crashing out. The last 6 months of his presidency, he was literally crashing out. He was crashing out, and nobody said nothing. He was crashing. Joe Biden hates black people. I don't care what nobody say. Joe Biden hates black. With Joe Biden that whole time he was in office, what name one thing he did good that helped anybody?
I don't have it, but
that nigga was the worst president of all time. That's why I don't understand these people man.
In his defense, he did get some student loan forgiven, even though it was
who? I know one person that said they got that. Who?
That one nigga, because I don't know anyone that got
exactly. Like I know one, it was a chick that was one of them liberal chicks, so she could be lying too. You smell me?
So I heard on the internet. If it's on the internet, it's true. If they say it on the internet,
if Joe Biden, they said it on CNN, it's true. Man, people lie up there all day long. No, nigga, Donald Trump sued ABC and got paid for it, which proves they just be on TV lying.
And he about to sue them cast that released that note, and they didn't put any caveats that it's alleged. And he told them it's not my shit. If you release it, I'm suing. and I think he's suing them for like 50 mil or some
As he
crazy shit.
should keep it. They need to keep suing because the crazy thing, the mainstream media has been lying for decades, and people just been letting them rock. Is the internet is here, so you can't lie. People is fact
I
checking
wasn't, I wasn't,
the shit they saying.
I wasn't paying attention, and one of my homegirls, she sends me information to read, and she sent it to me. I said, I didn't hear about that shit. He's like, well, he wrote Epstein a birthday note, and I was like, if they were cool at one point, okay, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean if they were cool at one point? We know for a fact they became uncool.
Hold on. See, this the thing. This is what I don't like, the goalpost shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the Clintons leaked to them too?
Yeah, big time.
All right, so Joe Biden was right there then too, because Joe Biden wasn't that his vice president? I'm tripping.
No. Joe Biden was Obama's
Al Gore. Joe Biden was. I knew it was one of them niggas. Yeah, it was Al
Joe
Gore.
Biden was Obama. Yeah, these mugs on kick with these bot things.
Bot things going crazy, man.
Yeah, if I had the kick thing up, I would kick them out. I ain't got no regulars on kick, so
that'd be all Indian niggas. That'd be the Indian scamming niggas. I bet you they say that's racist. They say that's racist, nigga. The only niggas that call you on the phone and be on the internet scamming is Indians and Nigerians.
Nigerian got a college for internet.
Yeah, because the scams. I figured out they scam. The scams is different. They scam different. Like the Indians call old people on the phone and try to get you to say you owe a bill. They do shit like that. The Nigerians pretend to be women with big titties and try to get in your inbox. That's the Nigerian way to scam. They scam different.
Yo, you know what's goofy is I was doing a dumb shit, and this is done by me. I posted my Snapchat, so people be adding me, and I was adding all of them, and then I was getting like people coming and messaging me, and then some of them would call me repetitively, so I started blocking all the ones that called, and I was gonna put in my thing, yo, don't call me unless I know you. If we haven't talked, don't call me. But then I have these mugs, and here's how goofy they are. I picked it up, had a picture of a girl, whole ass Nigerian or some sort of African nigga. What's up, man? What's up, man? I said, nigga, what is you calling me for? I don't fucking know you. And he like, what's going on, man? You seem cool, man. What's up? Can I get some money? I was like, no, nigga. I was sitting there talking to this cat, but he was funny. He had me laughing though, because I was like, how you gonna be on camera calling a man pretending to be a woman?
That's how they scam.
I was like, you bugging.
I done seen that shit plenty of times. I done seen, they'll scam, and then as soon as you get the FaceTime, be a whole crispy nigga in a tight ass room looking crazy. I seen that shit mad time. That's how I know how they be scamming. That's literally how they be scamming.
Oh, you know what I love? My favorite scam is the motherfuckers that call you and ask you, do you want to be a sugar baby, and what you gonna do with the money?
I think that's the Nigerians too.
It might be. I tell them all the time. I say, "Where you gonna get? How much you gonna give me? Like 10,000, and I'll pay you like 5,000 a month after that." I say, "Cool. Send it to my Cash App." It's like, yeah, but there's a fee you gotta pay. But what you gonna do with the money? I have people do me wrong. If you're gonna be a good sugar baby, first of all, I can't be a sugar baby. I'm 50-some years old. Second of all, I'm gonna spend the money on cocaine and hookers. Then the mother's like, what? Wow, you crazy. I would say stupid shit. Or when they call me and it's like the Indian nigga that's from India, and he's asking me to pay some taxes I owe. And I was like, word, I don't want to go to jail. Yeah, if you don't pay, it's gonna get you arrested. Now you could go to Best Buy and buy these
get a gift card. Yeah. Nigga, what? The IRS need a gift card, nigga.
I told him, I said, yeah, man, I ain't gonna do that, but you know what? I do these sensual foot massages. If you let me hook you up, he was like, nah, dude, you gay? I said, nah, I ain't gay. I'm just gonna, massage your feet, and it's real sensual, so you'll be good. It's worth it, dog. He's like, listen, I don't appreciate you playing games. I said, no, it's so
bad with that gay shit. They be chopping their heads over there.
Yeah, I be so fucking sus on the mugs. I be saying crazy as shit. I don't be saying as bad as my boy Jerome, the dude Jerome Thug Love Jones. He used to be a popular troll. He's still on here on Facebook. Shout out. He might come on a podcast, but he be saying the wildest shit on his content. He mentioned one time when I ran into him on his Discord, he said, "Yeah, I'll roll up on your podcast. We could chop it up and talk some shit." I was like, "All right, we will set it up. We'll bring you on, big dog." But he kept getting shot down due to bullying because he would say all sorts of crazy shit.
They was reporting this shit.
Oh, big time. And it's messed up because his friends would repost this shit and get paid. And they would just like, some of them, they split the money with him, but his shit would get ended. But he walk into a lobby, go, "Hey, what's up? I'm a 12-year-old Korean boy, you know?" He was like, "Why your voice sound like that?" "I suffer from an affliction called sexy grown ass nigga voice. I'm on medication to try to fix it. It hasn't worked yet." "There ain't no way you 12. And why you keep saying that word?" He said, what word?" "The N word." "Oh, you mean Nintendo? That's racist, my guy. My grandma was after Nintendo." He was he would just go through saying the dumbest shit. Yo, that bug had me crazy. Like he was on it. Okay, loved it when Indians went to war for a few weeks. I had the scam calls for a few weeks. I had no, when Pakistan and India, because Pakistan and India are nuclear powers.
Yeah,
so when they start,
too.
when they start fighting,
they hate each other and they look exactly the same.
I didn't want to say that, but I thought that
nigga, y'all look the same, nigga. Y'all do, nigga. Fuck wrong with y'all? Like, I ain't about to lie to y'all, nigga. Y'all look exactly the same, nigga. Just like Eritrean and what's that? Eritrea, Ethiopia.
Because they are the same. It was the same country till a civil war recently in our lifetime made in Eritrea. It was the same country.
Yeah. Same people.
So they are the same, literally.
I bet you India and Pakistan was one country at one time.
You probably right though.
They look like this. I can't tell a difference. You Indian or Pakistani. You niggas look the same.
Yo, for real. Oh, what did I just do? My goofy ass messing with the playlist. Let's jump on in here. We got Brax playing in the background, Slump Zero. Yo, like I always say, on Facebook, YouTube, you can check out the links in the description. This will bring you to the music for all the music playing. We usually play this is my boy right now, Slump Zero. Then we play Mark Matthews, Sean Silver, our cousin Nino. All the links to their music are in the description. Go give them some spins. We got a lot of quality musicians. I'm trying to expand our music catalog. We got to start playing. Hey, let me play one of Mark's new songs. Why is it like that? Yo, this shit bugging. Okay, this is X Chronicles Part 1. I think this is the theme song for the album for Mark. But yeah, go check out our fam, man. We still early into the first hour. How you not gonna pick up the phone when I be calling? Fuck you, was that girl that well it's 4 a.m. Yo, hold on. I gotta restart that. Hold on. Let's see. He hit that old hip hop skirt. Yes, y'all and Mark Math be ballin'. How you not gonna pick up the phone when I be calling? Fuck you, was that girl that well it's 4 a.m. Acting brand new on my soul, this is a warning. You think you're so special. Yo, but we gonna have Mark back on. Yo, people be doing grown up shit, so they don't usually be around.
Nah, I know how that shit be shit. We been doing grown up shit. We ain't been up here in like a month.
Yeah, that was. I mean, we missed a few weeks, but I be feeling guilty.
Yeah, me too.
And I was like, I feel guilty. Then I was gonna do like a weird ass game stream in between, so at least some activity be flowing. You probably need to do a couple once you if you get a PC set up too.
Yeah, I am. I'm about to start get back on my content shit too. I just gotta figure that shit out. Like I'm gonna do some readjusting to the channel, but I'm gonna get back on it.
Yeah, you should, because shoot. And then, even me, like when I was talking about doing a little bit of political commentary, I was gonna do a lot of educational shit to teach people immigration law and teach them the foundational shit. because a
I
lot of
don't
people.
know why you don't do it. You got shit. You got the information in your head, especially that political lane. That's good for you. That's the
Yeah,
perfect lane for you. Like,
I will, but I exhaust myself talking to
it's
friends.
the
So
laziness, yeah. But
yeah,
I think
you're
shit, you need
lazy.
to start
Yeah,
making some of that shit content.
I could, and I got some friends that don't have to get on camera, and we could just
Yeah,
discuss it.
just
Yeah,
or you could have them do it on stream, but just tell them don't put the picture up.
hmm
Like, you know what I'm saying? Start making that shit content. Like, you know what I'm saying?
one of my biggest things I try to teach people, and this is what people have a hard time wrapping their head around. You're trying to make temporary status a right and permanent.
Right.
Nobody has a right to a privilege. You
Exactly.
come to any country on a visa, it's a goddamn privilege. The people who have a right to be here are the people who get actual immigrant status, green card holders, LPR, legal permanent residents, people that come in on a fiance visa and didn't do shit to fuck it up, and they're here to transition into a green card. Those people have a legal right. TPS status isn't permanent. There's a lot of countries that happen to lose it. Student visas aren't permanent. You know what I'm saying? You want a student visa and you come here talking terrorist, or let me not use that word, talking dangerous, radical shit, they're gonna send you the fuck home. You don't have the rights of a permanent resident. And you're never gonna win that battle trying to fight for that. There's never gonna be legislature that locks a guest in to be permanent. That means every single person that enters our country have a right to fucking stay. It's a dumb argument. It'll never be able to be won unless you completely destroy the government and just leave the borders wide open, and everybody will pay eventually. It's going to be
This
an ugly
this
situation.
is shit I don't get. People want us to fight for a bunch of people that come here. Y'all over here waving foreign flags over here. Talking
Mm-hmm.
about fuck the government. Y'all want to fight our government. This the crazy shit that don't make no sense to me, brother, man.
Mm-hmm.
We all for fighting the government, cool. But you want to come here? Why you ain't fight your own government?
Fight for your freedom. Fight the expansion.
Go get the resource because all these countries have resources. Go fight your government. Why is you over here fighting our government and then want us to help you fight our government so you can get some shit? Make that make sense.
It's a unrealistic, delusional sense of entitlement.
Yep.
And the weird thing about it is we have natural born citizens that are falling into that corner that are fighting for these cats. And it was like, yo, here's the deal. If you want to fight to try to find a loophole to help some people win, protesting and attacking ICE agents is not the way to go. Attacking ICE agents are sworn law enforcement officials. To hit them and attack them and even impede them from arresting someone is a fucking felony. Is a felony. 5 to 10 years in prison at a minimum if they convict you of it.
Somehow these people getting away with it.
Well, you know, because they're letting them go. And honestly,
yeah, because y'all lucky we ain't out there. Because if black people was out there, that y'all be getting put down. Y'all think these protests is real? Y'all, if we was out there, it'd be real shit happening to y'all.
Yo, I seen the girl get out, but she was charged. I haven't seen anyone actually defeat AUSA hitting them with those, banging them with those, impeding the federal law enforcement official. Not yet. I haven't seen it yet.
They really just trying to get them up out of here. They ain't really trying to lock them up. They trying to get them niggas up out of here. And then they still running around acting like ICE is treating people bad. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. Just go home.
Here's the deal. And until Trump's last administration, ICE detention requirements were higher than the prison requirements. So when we would receive people from ICE facilities, their lunches were better, their care was better, their medical was better. When Trump came in last time, he said, no, fuck that. Same as an American. It's good for a citizen. It's good for them. Don't give them anything extra.
Right.
But people were fighting to give them the extra shit.
Dude, but that's what kind of sense do that make, though? That's what I don't go home. Just go home. Like, I don't
the lunches, you grab a lunch from a prison, ashy ass bologna sandwich, a fucking bruised apple. You get the ice one. It looks like a fucking platter from Subway, fresh lettuce, fresh veggies. It looks like some gorgeous shit. I was like, nah, they gotta meet the standard. The American prison standard. That's what they gotta meet. They don't gotta go above and beyond. because they violated administrative laws just like the Americans that were locked up and violated administrative law. Like if you're an American citizen and you continue to do traffic violations, at first, so be summons. But eventually those administrative laws will put you in prison and no one will give a fuck about your kids. You providing for your kids, you maintaining your job, you being out to be able to keep the cohesiveness of the American family. No one does that. So you're going to sneak into a whole nation you don't belong in. And here's the deal. I'm not going to downplay the situation. I'm not running through the streets trying to call ICE to arrest motherfuckers. Because if you really wanted to, you could just take some binoculars and ride out to a spot and catch some shit and call a tip line. Oh, there was a nigga that was putting...
certain places is paying niggas to do it, and they doing it. Believe that.
But there's a dude that put content out to flood the ICE tip line with false reports. And here's the fucked up thing. The ICE tip line is a criminal investigative line. They do take immigration stuff, but they throw it to ERO. You flooding the line is a fucking crime. You're flooding a line that accepts tips for child rape, for human trafficking. You're flooding a line that accepts all this information to shut those things down. You're flooding it with garbage, and there's people that are telling them to do it. Just leave a big juicy fart. This one motherfucker, he played it. He was like, I believe I'll big juice. What I want to know is why white people think using paprika is seasoning when it's not. It's to change the color of whatever you're cooking. Like, why can't they use Sazon shit like that? They don't. I knew paprika was to change the color slightly because my mom dukes. I wouldn't have known it was a seasoning. They wasn't raised right. Now, paprika and chili powder, they look very similar. And chili powder puts flavor. But I need a little extra oomph right now. I need me a little bit of I have this ghost pepper seasoning I put on, but I got to put a couple dabs of that. And I could, because my spice tolerance is a little high. Like my shit, I can't make it to my taste. Nene won't eat it. Julie will try and she'll entertain me, but she gonna say, "Fuck this, dad. It's too hot."
I like spicy shit too.
Yo, I love me some spicy shit. That's my weakness. I ordered some special noodles that are they're made from egg whites.
Yeah.
And they have the consistency. As soon as you cut them out, they have the consistency of cooked noodles. So you just got to heat them up enough to make them not cold, and then put seasoning and meat and other things in them. They're fucking. I would advertise them if they was fucking paying me, but I'll send you the link. We could keep it in the family. What's Takis chicken sandwich from Wendy's? Yo, Takis, they actually kind of good. Like Doritos.
My son love them shit.
Yo, them shits is kind of good though. Takis, because it's got that tangy spice when you need that little crunch and shit. But you know what's funny? Takis is a gamer boy food too.
My son loves them shit. Love them shit. The blue ones, the one in the purple bag, the blue bag. He loves them shit.
Yeah, Julie do too. She'll rock them. I've had them before, but I just tried them out because people was talking about them. But I could see how the Takis here, because they do a thing where they crush what's it called? The Red Hot, not Doritos, the damn, I can't think of the name. I'm having a brain fart. The fire fucking cheese doodles.
Mm-hmm.
What they call
it? The hot, the cheese, the hot one. The hot Cheetos, yeah.
Hot Cheetos. They crushed them shits up and used them to season fried chicken. I don't want to try that shit. It's gonna be fire.
Oh, that shit fire. Who does that? Who did that? That's some real fat nigga shit. That shit probably fire. Like
shout out to Bill Burr. Bill Burr had a bit where he was talking about how corporate companies come up with this extra fat shit. And he said, "What you guys don't know, there's some fat guy. And late at night, he's getting up late at night and just mixing ice cream with shit you shouldn't eat. And if you come see it, it's like something you shouldn't see. And then they send that shit to these fucking corporate companies. You know what, we're gonna do it. And then you're fucking eating that shit. That's fucking a fat guy's wet dream you're eating right there.
They said a black dude, a janitor that used to work at the Cheeto factory, made up the hot Cheetos.
Oh yeah. I heard that recently though.
Yeah,
I didn't hear it, but I believe it.
Yeah, hell yeah. A lot of that shit, a lot of them snacks that you see in the hood came from like poor people snacks. They just made it corporate, just made it in a factory, like type shit.
Yo, and you know what's funny? There's a dude that does jailhouse recipes for shit. And he be making some fire shit.
Yeah, it's a nigga in the East End that be making he be making the gel plates and he be selling them out his house for like $25. He be killing them too.
Whoa, that's just fucking genius.
He
can probably have a restaurant one of these days.
You can leave it how it is. Do it out his crib.
That's
He ain't
true.
gotta pay the extra rent. You making money like that.
That is true. He could make that bread, invest in real estate,
Sometimes
just buy houses and rent them out.
Oh yeah, sometimes best to just keep your shit small for real.
Yeah. Us big back motherfuckers always putting in that work. Chris. Yo, but you know what's funny is there's a lot of shit. Like I had a girl I used to work with, right? She used to make this casserole. It was ground beef and different flavor, not Cheetos, but Doritos. And she would mix it up. I'm gonna hit her up. She's still around and ask her what it was called. That shit was so unhealthy. But even eating it cold after the fact, cutting a slice, it just was so full of flavor. It was fire. It's just like Doritos, ground beef, spicy sausage, and cheese. It was a bunch of shit.
That shit sound good.
It was a bunch of shit. Me personally, I take honey buns with the frosting and leave it on the dash in my work truck. And around 3 p.m., yo, you know what? Heated honey buns are fire. I don't eat them because I'm already fat.
Nah, heated honey buns is definitely fire. Shit, niggas in jail be spreading peanut butter on them shits and heating in the microwave. Like,
yeah.
That's some jail shit.
Yo, the first time I seen some jail dudes cook up some jail shit, that shit was smelling good as hell. I was like,
fire. The jail shit definitely be fire. When you be in there, like the shit niggas be making, that shit be fire. It do.
I seen a dude make chewy taffy from coffee whitener and some other shit that flavored it. This dude, he be doing that video and he go, bussin'. Is it bussin' or not bussin'? Bussin', this Latino nigga. He be making some jailhouse stuff. I'm like, yo, that dude look fire.
Yeah, that jail shit, the jail shit do be, it is mad unhealthy, but it do be fire for you. Like some of that shit you see, you be like, it's all starchy shit.
It's not only all starchy, it's all overly processed shit, which causes diabetes and cancer. That overly processed shit.
Yeah,
I told you the story when I met a dude from Africa. His whole family, he was one of his first of his family to come over, and then his brother came over, and another brother came over, some aunties and cousins. They was here in the States. A bunch of them got cancer. They never had a family member in Africa die of cancer. And I told him, I said, well, y'all be cooking fresh shit, getting fresh fish from the ocean every day. He's like, that is true. I said, if you leave that processed food alone, you'll probably be better off.
Yeah, welcome to America, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, what? Yeah, you like that? Welcome to America, where the food is plentiful and so is cancer and diabetes.
And every other thing that come with fucked up food. Like,
I learned to make tuna casserole with 2 cans of tuna and mayo and batai noodles and crushed up ranch Doritos on top. Yo, Chris, you leaking
that's a real fat nigga shit too. That shit sound good too.
Like, time though, right there. Regular dudes don't do that. Chris was locked up.
Chris did a bit. All right, Chris know about all that shit. Then Chris know about all that shit I know about, nigga. But
you know what? I only know a little bit because I was in the jail for a few. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I hated being a CO. It wasn't the hardest job, but it was difficult because of the personalities. It's like being a manager, but you still a bottom rung.
Right.
You're a manager of this shit, and you got to talk these niggas into not doing dumb shit, and hopefully keep the peace so nobody beats anyone up or kills anyone on your shift. But there's people that didn't give a fuck. They like you were going after them, and the whole unit, you could sense the tension when you walk in.
Yeah.
Since everybody's aggravated, this dude was a dick all shift, fucking with people that shouldn't have been fucked with, and then you got to sit there and fucking de-escalate everything. But here's what I found: like, if they know that you ain't out to fuck them over, they usually leave you alone. They know you're not gonna give them shit. And even people will say, like, one of the dudes told me, he said, "Listen, I know you po-po, my boy. But I know you're not trying to make my time any harder than it has to be. You talk to me." He said, "You're the first CO I saw that called me sir." I said, "Well, everybody's a sir and gentleman until you become motherfucker. You gotta graduate to motherfucker, and that's not really a graduate. It's a diminished." It's diminished situation. I said, "You a man just like I'm a man. I didn't make you come here. I didn't do what you had to do to get here. It's not my job to punish you. Your punishment is being in this motherfucker."
Right.
And I said, "So I just need to make sure you live, make sure you don't die, make sure you get what you deserve. Because I don't want to die on my shift, man. Shit, fuck it.
You got to do all that paperwork. You gonna be the one left
It
doing
ain't
all
even
that
about paperwork. I got motherfuckers that I loved and was my family that died due to CO negligence. And they family won money, but that don't bring them back.
Yeah, that shit, they definitely not gonna give you enough money. It ain't like.
Nah. And my cousin that died, man, he had kids, he had a whole family. I mean, he was doing street shit, but he didn't get a chance to grow up. He was still young.
He was a kid, yeah.
Yeah. He died shit. He died when we was young. He was only like a year or two older than me. He died shit before Nene was born. Yeah. And Nene was born when I was 21. So
that nigga died like the mid 90s or some shit. Like
yeah, like early 90s. No, actually early 90s. He died before I graduated high school.
Oh, so he died like 92 or some shit.
Yeah, 92, 91, 92. Yeah. He's the only dude I knew that brought a gun to school every day. It was funny. I didn't even know he was my cousin. He was smiling at me. "You know who I am?" I was like, "No." He didn't say nothing, turn around. Then it happened one day, some dudes was throwing shit, fucking with people. And then I turned around and I seen him point to him and shake his finger. Nah. And they left me alone. And then when he went to jail, they said, "Yeah, Kmar not here." I didn't want to put his name out here. He said, your boy not here to protect you." I said, "Protect me? Who the fuck was protecting me?" I didn't realize he was telling him, "That's my cousin, leave him alone." He didn't even tell me.
Shit, that's how you do the shit though, for real.
Yeah, so and eventually, like I had to beat a bunch of cats' ass for them to leave me alone. I got jumped by some grown ass men first at like 13, 14. And then after that, like they kind of like I had to beat a couple dudes' ass and they left me alone. But yeah, that's what I said. I never really had too many one-on-one fights. I ain't never lost a one-on-one fight. I never had my ass beat, knock on wood, because it could happen like a motherfucker. Now I'm old and out of shape. Man. That's why I don't fight fair. I don't fight fair. If you want
outside tussling and shit is over, like what?
Oh hell no! I'm a pepper spray you. Put me in a headlock. I'll bite you.
Well, if I got to.
if I can't get out that hole, I'll bite you.
Shit. If I got to, shit.
That's what I said. It ain't no fair fights in these streets. Because even if I win and I've been training, now my lips is busted against my teeth. I'm sitting up here struggling to heal. You ever had to try to heal from a bruised ribs from getting punched in the ribs?
Hell no.
That's horrible, bro.
Cause you can't breathe.
And put me in a headlock. I'm gonna use the Bic lighter. My punishment was super bright 5 million lumen flashlight. They used to do it to
they put that shit right in your face. Facts.
Yo, here's what's fucked up. When I went into the cell, this is how much of a considerate CO. I shine it on the wall on the opposite side or on the ceiling. I didn't shine it on the beds.
Well, them niggas to put it right on your face.
Because you could see the whole cell. It lit up the whole cell. The inmates were usually smart. They had something over their eyes and they leave their face up. So you leave them alone. So I was like, okay, I'm going to shine it over to the right or to the ceiling. Because it lit up the whole fucking room.
Nah, them white dudes definitely putting that shit right on your face. When you go up the way, it's worse. It depending on the CO, like it'd be worse. Like it'd be worse depending on the CO. Like,
yo, I never understood that. One of the dudes I used to work with, he was a nasty dude to inmates, and then I'm not gonna say his name, but down the road he got caught having inappropriate relationships with female inmates. And then just telling the story is probably gonna be easy to find. So he gets popped, and this is in a facility. It was either right after I left. He was sleeping with some females, and he tried to get them to get their friends to unalive his wife because he wanted custody of his kid.
That nigga was tripping.
Oh, he was crazy. And then, of course, they didn't do it. They snitched on him. So he was coming out of the prison. HSI, the same motherfuckers, no, it might have been the FBI. They arrested this cat coming out the prison, locked him up. The criminal investigator presented all the evidence from his investigation. He got sentenced to 16 years.
That's not even that bad. He should have got more than that.
Oh, it ain't over yet.
He still got more shit?
Yeah. So while he's in jail for 16 years, he decides he wants, because he has some stash. I don't know how this nigga was paying for it. He wasn't for money. And this wasn't a black person. It was a Caucasian gentleman, Southern Caucasian gentleman, which makes it crazy. So he decides to try to elicit one of his cellmates to hire one of his friends to off not only the judge, but the criminal investigator and his spouse. And of course, that motherfucker turns him in. So he catches that charge. He must have done something to show the ability. He must have been able to like prepay for it or do something with it. So then he gets sentenced to like 25 years to life or better, right?
Mm-hmm.
A few years ago, his cellie beats him to death.
Oh.
Well, not his cellie hands him a hug that unalived him. We can't be saying on YouTube is kind of weird. His cellie
beat him until he was unalive.
Yeah, yo, but here's the deal. I knew this dude. I spent plenty of nights. I had drinks with this dude outside of work. I thought he was a little weird, but I never thought he was capable of that.
Yeah, because he wasn't gonna tell you the shit he was doing. That's how a lot of them is like that. Ain't nothing surprising. Like, there's a CEO upstate nigga that needs to eat raw bacon. I used to be like, this nigga is a different kind of savage. You know how much bacteria and shit.
I had plus there's like today you could get away with it, but what's that from eating? Alexa, what's the disease that happens when you eat raw pork? Botulism.
Oh yeah. Niggas don't give a fuck.
Trichinosis. No, it's trichinosis.
Yeah, botulism is the shit that comes from the bent up cans, I think.
Yeah. But he never came across as that. And I met a lot of people. And I just one thing that I didn't like, and here's the deal. I never said nothing. He was just overly mean. Like if I was doing my tour and I was running through the unit and I was like looking through stuff, if I seen an inmate with a tray of food that they obviously cooked, I could visibly see there's contraband in it. Okay, you won, nigga. You cooked it. I didn't find it in the shakedown. I'll leave him alone.
Right.
This nigga, throw it out. Throw it out. He walked through. And some of these motherfuckers didn't eat all day waiting to cook that food.
Mm-hmm.
He would go, I said, dude, what does that matter to you? It's contraband. I was like, okay.
Yeah, jail they used to be on, man.
I told him, yo, let him eat it. I don't give a fuck. And I'm not, and this thing is here's my problem. If I set a rule and you break it, yeah, then I act like an asshole. But if you show me respect to follow my rules and don't cause me drama, I treat you with respect. You ever eat some good kitty and on the drive home, curve your upper lip, get a flashback and start?
This nigga crazy. This nigga crazy.
Yo,
crazy.
I'm thinking, here's Chris. You got so many, what's them shit calls? Not divergent thoughts, outside thoughts. We might need to do a segment where we do like the tonight's news. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do the Chris Chaos's intrusive thoughts. and you can just throw out crazy shit. And we'll even do it. We could even do a fucking thing where you put like a shirt and tie on and act like it's a news thing. You can wear the same fucking, or know what you do? Put a flap over and a bullshit jacket and just read it off. Today in today's news, Mexican chick dropped her torta on, on this cat's face and he drowned to death. You know what I'm saying? Some crazy stuff. Now here's the deal. I heard a torta is a sandwich. Is it also referred to a juicy girl?
That's a pussy. That's not a sandwich.
I think so. No, it's actually a sandwich. There's a sandwich. Really? Yeah, it's called torta. I googled it today, but I said I know that mean coochie too. That's I know it mean. You know, like there's this one girl. She said I heard the fat the something about the juicy of the berry, the black of the berry, the juice of the berry. She said I heard this term today. The fatter the the fatter the fupa, the juicier the chalupa. It refers to BBWs, big beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, torta. You know. Yo, we hitting that Witcher mark too, so we could probably wrap this joint up. What we gonna go out with? Yo, this is Mark Matthew U. I never heard this one before.
Wow, with some new shit.
Yeah. Yo, so this is Mark Matthew U from the MCM album. He just released this joint not too long ago too, and we put it on. I wanted to do as he comes with like releasing videos. I want to bring him on and start airing them videos, but I want to clip them bitches out too. Torta's Kitty's looking like a capital W. Yo, I'm not even gonna get into that. We'll talk about that off here. But yo, we're gonna go out with Mark U. Yo, I gotta send a shout out to my boy Chris Chaos. Yo, much love. Hard pause. And much love to all you folks that are still continuing to log in and watch the videos, even in post recording. We appreciate you. Make sure you share it with your aunties, uncles, nephews, cousins, and all the rest of that. Oh, I'll holler at you offline. Shit, I found some good information out. And we'll get into it. But this song is my cousin Mark Matthews' song called "You" off of his recently released album. We're gonna do a listening party on this joint. We gotta do it, and we're gonna grab Mark up, and he's gonna explain to us some of the history with some of these songs. But let's go into it. Yo, shout out, much love, salute. Yeah. Hard pause. What again?
The sun don't shine without you. 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 Change my whole point of view. Even if you have an attitude, baby, it's you.